Hello everyone, and welcome back to the little corner of YouTube which goes under the name of Reggiez Corner. So we are back with part 3 of our walkthrough for the game Cayne, which is an horror adventure game, and we will basically pick up where we left off in part 2, which was in the power facility room. We had basically broken everything and talked to a very rude guy called Danny. And I think it ended with him dying on us, and we also got access to the next room. So we will basically pick up from there. If you guys wanna see what happens alongside with me, just stay put, because now we start. Yes, so here we are in the very much destroyed power facility room, and we can now make it through to the next room. Okay, so this basically says evacuation, and seeing as it kind of tries to get us to go forward, we will simply do that. I don't think there's flashing evacuation sign. It's not exactly ambiguous, which is true. I think we'll just move on. Okay, so this is a new room. Ficus benjamina can reduce and even eliminate gaseous formaldehyde from indoor air conditioning systems, just in case. Force field, a soft static crackling sound emanates from the force field. Yeah, so that's that. Another tree. The words "call JB for a good time" are scratched into the bark. Alright. Oh, and now we have some light as well. It even says Cayne on the floor. Fan. The heavy duty impeller ventilates the Annex. The blades turn lazily in the turbine vents, circulating air through the facility's life support and atmosphere control systems. A dull hum emanates from the enormous ventilator. It hums and shimmers with electromagnetic energy. Yeah. So what's this then? Security access terminal. This terminal controls access to the elevator platforms. Can we go there?
What is this place?
That's a good question. This is a large room indeed.
An elevator. A way out, I hope.
One does. Let's see.
A monster! An animal!
Then run.
No, it's okay. I'm safe. Thank goodness. It hit the electric perimeter. I think that startled it.
That's good.
Not good. The elevator's on the other side of that same fence.
Oh, that's bad.
It is.
Hopefully if I get to the elevator, whatever it is won't be there. I'm going with the glass half full approach.
You need to protect yourself. Find a weapon.
I can't go one-on-one with that thing. Like, especially in this state. I feel so slow. It's huge. And it's covered in blood.
You think it killed everyone?
Killed 8? I don't know. But this place is deserted. Maybe when the power went off, I
what they deserved.
Oh God. Did I? I killed them all.
They deserved it! They blinded me! Tried to kill you and your child! They deserved it!
Yes. Yeah, I guess.
Survival of the fittest. Man to man.
Woman.
Man to woman. Just keep moving, Hadley. I'm counting on you. Your baby is counting on you.
It's because of this baby that I'm in this damn mess.
Well, she couldn't have known that this was going to end up like this. So, can we now press this and see what happens? Ooh, what's this?
PDT.
Oh, here we go. The PDT Printer Room, and we got a code for that a while back. And if I remember correctly, it was plus flag play unlock. Yes, that was correct. Birthing lab Nexus, we haven't gotten the code for that. Brain emulation lab, no code for that. Not really sure what that is. Central elevator access, that's probably the one that we are trying to get eventually. PDT required for lift access. Alright. Okay, so I think that's all we can do with that control for now. We'll probably be back when we figured out how to access the elevator. Hey, what's this? Achievement unlocked, Secret Alpha. And this is what exactly? Well, if it is something, it doesn't really make sense as of now. And here we have the PDT Printer Room, so I'm guessing we should go there now and see if we can find something that'll give us a code to access the elevator, even though there was a monster in there, so maybe we have to look out for some other stuff as well. Okay, so here we are in some sort of a weird corridor. We got some smoking stuff. It's a fuse box. Sparks snap and sputter out of an access panel in the wall. Storage container. It's some sort of industrial cargo crate, but the ID decals on the side has been damaged. Perhaps deliberately. The letters G and maybe an R or K are just barely legible. Scratched metal crate. The galvanized zinc veneer is almost black with rust and grime. Timber crate. A series of unremarkable numbers are etched into the sides of the crate. Maybe we can look at them a little bit more closely. Oh, another achievement. Secret beta. And these are some more numbers and also some question marks and G. Tendrils. Tendrils of fungi move lazily in the dry air. Okay.
Fuse is melted.
Yeah, this looks very broken right now. Can we do something with that? door. This symbol indicates that this door is without powers. We have to do something with the fuse box, I guess. So what do we have? We have the protein powder, the Omni tool, the ID card, the blade, and the data records. So could we combine some stuff? Hey, item combination successful. Now we have something which is called ID card covered in powder. The card's static plastic surface is now entirely coated with the ultra-fine protein powder. That is cool. And can we now use that on the fuse box? Let's see.
That worked out better than I thought it would.
It is nice. Okay, so we can't really do anything here at the moment. Okay, so can we combine some more stuff? We have the covered card with the... Could we use the blade again? Item combination successful, yes. And we are now cut ID card, so maybe we can use that for the thing that was missing. It's basically a clone of the melted circuit breaker. Alright, so now I think we should have what we need to use on the fuse box.
Well done, me.
Well done, you. So I think we fixed the door, which is very nice. Can we exit now? Yes, we can. Very nice.
Sorry, I mean... Gee whiskers.
What is it?
It's... brains.
Brains?
Brains.
Animal?
No, I don't think so.
Hadley really has a sense of humor. Gee whiskers. Even though she's kinda alone. A mold has invaded the floor tiles. Personal data tag printer. The inside of the tube is encrusted with ice, perhaps as a result of cryogenic freezing. A low hum radiates from this brain nutrient tank. Medical hologram. A swirling mass of neon particles makes up an animated, anatomically accurate model of a human skull. The effect is probably much more disconcerting than the lab designers intended. Detached brain. Viscous preservation fluid bubbles around the disembodied brain. A faint rotting smell permeates the immediate air. Well, that's disgusting. Bloated brain floating in vat. Lumps of tissue have started to separate from the frontal and occipital lobes and squirms like bloodless tentacles in the preservation fluid. Oh, that's just nice. The stuff of science fiction body horror turned into terrifying reality. Worn wooden desk. Coffee stains and a random assortment of inscrutable and insignificant academic junk clutters the antique walnut top. Well, it's an walnut top though. The private journal has been knocked to the floor. We'll get to that in a little minute. Blood-stained bed. The cloying stench of putrefaction hangs like a pall over the plastic pallet. Okay. Thrumming machinery. Barely perceptible low-level vibrations rumble through the scanner at irregular intervals. Alright.
Personal data tag printer.
Personal data.
PDT. This must be how they're making the security tags.
There must be an easier way.
This facility seems to do things the hard way. I've heard of spinal tagging on animals, right into the nervous system. Maybe this is like an upgrade. These aren't animals.
Sure we are. We're just meat puppets.
Meat puppets? You had an interesting childhood.
Hi, friend. I'm Ralph. Let's print a PDT together.
Wow. So he has a personality. Black PDT, PDT template, and cryo regulator. And I'm guessing we kind of want to have some of these checked in green so that we can print them, because I don't think we can do very much right now. Yeah. Right now we cannot do anything with that. Okay, PDA. Sharon Cayne-Musk, January 27th. Wow, she looks really weird. That fucking bitch. I mean, I get it. She's John's story. She's a big deal or whatever. But I'm a Cayne, and that spoiled brat needs to know her place. So maybe I'm not her biological mother. Not some nobody gutter whore from the dust colonies. But her father and I are lovers now. And she has to accept that and show some respect. I think I'm going to start insisting that she call me mother, just for today's insolence, and I can probably use John's pathetic piety to play the two of them off each other when she inevitably defies me. That should be amusing. Besides, without me, the whole team would be totally screwed, because I'm the only one who can go near Samantha. Me, not Julia, not even John. Me. February 10th. Samantha and I have a mutual understanding, I think. Experimental bond. Me with my disabilities and she with her idiosyncrasies. Ever since the stroke, people treat me like I'm different, like I'm other. So I can emphasize with her, she's more than just a product to me. She's a collaborator, a conspirator even. It's not like anybody else knows about our special experiments. The CEO has arrived at the facility. If I hadn't handled some of the paperwork myself, I'd probably have known anyway, because John was especially devout about his purification rituals when we met last night. I was still scrubbing blood off the upholstery this morning. The shit I tolerate for my career prospects. March 23rd. Since when am I accountable to the fucking support staff? That Danny Boland, that was the guy that died a little while ago, has become a constant and sufferable nuisance, skulking around in my lab and asking too many questions. He's in charge of managing the facility's life support system, not our research work. I told Samantha about it. She said I should bring her Danny's pet parrot. I think she said that. It's the kind of thing she would say. Note: during the weekly inventory, I noticed that 2 grubs are missing from the habitat. Julia's sleazy friend from Mind Transfer has been hanging around our department lately, and he's expressed an overly keen interest in our specimens. Did he take them, and for what? And here we have some random number. From Sharon Cayne-Musk to Danny Boland. Subject: accident. Your bird got into Samantha's birthing lab somehow and was killed. It may be some consolation to know that, despite such a regrettable tragedy, we've gleaned valuable information about Samantha's behavior in the process. She prefers to prolong the suffering of her prey, for example. This could be useful in our research. Sorry about that. I'm not sure that was an accident at all. Probably killed the parrot to get back at Danny, who was a douchebag all the same. June 6th. I think that John and Julia aren't talking to each other. Between the food poisoning epidemic, a frustrating lack of real progress in our department's work, and her consistent refusal to properly acknowledge me as part of the family, I guess everything is a bit volatile at the moment. Samantha thinks it's hilarious, but I'm questioning my own precarious position in the middle of things now. John is locking himself up in his office, and sulking all day isn't exactly helping me. And Julia's sullen disregard is now turning into blatant hostility. Not fucking constructive, Sharon. June 18th. Samantha has been sort of subdued for the last week or so. She won't tell me what the problem is, but I think it might be something to do with the temperature in the labs. Danny Boland is enforcing new atmosphere maintenance regulations, ostensibly to eliminate thermal fluctuations in food stores as a possible reason for the rations spoiling. But I suspect it's petty revenge for the parrot incident. Well, it probably was. With the temperature now kept below the habitat's usual 95 degrees, however, Samantha's grubs are drowsy and morose. July 1st. I visited the atmospheric control room today to see if I could adjust the temperature in our labs, and I made the most intriguing discovery. Somebody has been collecting body parts and making some sort of thing. An organic simulacrum, maybe. I must assume this is some secret, obviously desperate new research development in Dr. Adams' department. So I told John and Julie about it. Tenses have now been temporarily forgotten as our team redoubles its own efforts to resolve the problems of advanced organ regrowth. Samantha has become increasingly uncooperative. Oh, I think she liked it when everybody was preoccupied with circumstantial drama and not her. September 19th. My personal stem cell therapy project has had some unanticipated results. I've developed what appears to be a cluster of sphincter-like gland ducts around my lower abdomen, groin and upper thighs, somewhat resembling those found in more mature grub specimens, that emits some sort of musky, yellowish discharge, perhaps a pheromone. Did I mix up my glial regeneration sequences, or were the samples contaminated? It doesn't matter now. John's become obsessed with them. I suppose the flagellation thing should have clued me into his predilection for kinky sex stuff, but this is a whole other level. I won't lie though, it's kinda hot. Clinical improvements on my mobility and speech issues is limited, however, so that's a bust. Shit. December 19th. We've been in lockdown for a week and only briefly released today for an emergency drill. Something is going on around here, but nobody's talking about it. First the food poisoning, then the fungus infestation, and now what? I'm down to my last pack of cigarettes. Well, that's a real crisis right there. I shouldn't have taken this fucking assignment. I'm not even directly related to Cayne, only through marriage, and my second cousins at that. But here I am, stuck in this crumbling science museum, sleeping with a decrepit zealot pervert and trying to mend my troubled relationship with the creature from the Black Lagoon, because it's the only really meaningful thing I have in here. What have I become? Oh, from Julia Kern to Sharon Cayne-Musk. Project update. Sharon, we need to discuss the situation with Samantha. It's important. Meet me in the birthing lab Nexus in 15 minutes. The unlock code is lightning, lightning, play, and a plus sign. So lightning, lightning, play, and a plus sign. And that's it, I think. Alright, so that was all of the reading we can do at the moment, and we got a code. So I think we are getting towards the end of this part, but we will try to enter the new code. Awesome. We will not do that. And we now have a new code that we hopefully can use in here.
Is there anything else you
There it
can
is.
around you?
No. Deep thumping noise. Like a machine.
Another generator, maybe? Focus on the last thing you do remember.
I can't. There are flashes. A hospital. Family. They didn't like me much.
Join the club.
They wanted what I have.
Oh? What's that?
Money. My name. Then they left me. Or I pushed them away.
Why?
They weren't good enough. They weren't willing to put in the hard work. Wanted to be given things. Given. The things that I bled over.
Well, I don't talk to Mother anymore. And my dad, well, no clue who he is. She was distant. Maybe she was always like that. Maybe I was was just unlikable. She sure made it clear, often enough, that I was too much like him. That she saw too much of him in me.
I'm sorry, Hadley. Sometimes we unintentionally hurt the ones we love.
Such greeting card bullshit. You don't hurt the people you love the people you love.
Wow, harsh words. We're getting some more information about this bodiless voice. I also think that this is a good place to end off the part. We got some progress done, some new information, and we opened up a new area which we will venture into in the next video. So that was the end of this part, and we got some progress done. We solved some riddles, and we ended off by opening the door to the next area. We also got 2 secret achievements, Secret Alpha and Secret Beta, so that's also good for our 100% achievement progress. Anyway, I hope that you fine folks out there has had as good of a time as I've had, and that I will see you again in the next part. Until then, have the greatest of time, and as per usual, game your little souls away. Bye for now.